Brother, what was that? Listen, how dare they question why we don't put any belief in this manager? How you ever been in a car with someone who you know can't drive? Shit, man, just running red lights and switching lanes without signaling and shit. Damn, they're out here about to get you killed. And you're just supposed to sit there as a quiet passenger and not say shit. Because this is what this felt like. And people have the nerve, the unmitigated gall to say, why don't you believe in this manager? That was shit. That's why I don't believe in him. Did that look like a champion's performance to anyone? No, I know Bluebird is saying a win's a win. I don't hear that. I do not hear that fuckery. Not that. Not today. No. 2 and 3 streams ago, I'm saying this can't be one of them games. It cannot, where it goes in off somebody's head, somebody's ass, and it's a stinky one. No. We needed the points and the performance today. We absolutely did. This Wolves team will struggle in League One. The hell with the championship. They got 2 points from 15 games. We played 16 Premier League games, people. That's a quarter of the season. Not even a quarter. Shit, that's 40% of the season. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm giving him too much credit. That's 40% of the games that we're going to play. Believe in Super Mikel Arteta. Super Mikel Arteta today had an opportunity to make himself look like he can coach an attack. Look like he can play against a team who's mustered up 2 goddamn points from a possible 48. And they look like they were about to leave the Emirates with something. Can you believe that? And we're supposed to believe in this blindly. I don't do the blind faith thing, people. No. You have to show me something. I don't blindly follow anyone into an ambush. I will not. And we're going to be ambushed this season by Manchester City. Listen, did anyone else felt the goal was coming? Did anyone feel the equalizer? That equalizer was loading. If you are a fan of Arsenal Football Club, if you are a fan of football, if you follow football, if you coach it, you've played it, you felt that equalizer coming. Because what did he do? He did the same shit we did at the Stadium of Light. The exact same shit. Carbon copy. Same shit.
Same old shit. Just a different day.
That's what it was. The same old Mikel Arteta. Just a different day in a different stadium. Same shit. Let them have the ball. Wolves had time to decide when they were going to put the cross in the box. It's not like they were just spamming crosses. They had to. Oh, I don't like that look. Hey, pass the ball here. Go over there. See you. Hey, you got a better look over there, Wody. All right, now, hey, send it back. All right, you want to go? You want to have a curler, or you want to outswing or in swing? Man at the top of the key is looking over to the coach. Hey, we're gonna have. Yeah, okay, got you. Man, have time. Days to yawn, fart, wipe their ass, and decide when to put the cross in. And waited till Corey, don't know his name, wicked finish by that Nigerian brother. Big up to that Niger boy, because he pinned Hincapié, pinned the shit out of him. David Raya going one way, he puts it in the other corner of the net. He did the exact same shit he did at the Stadium of Light. He is not learning. For him to convince us that he can win this Premier League title, he has to show us that he has learned from his mistakes. The Sunderland fuck-up wasn't 2 years ago, people. It wasn't last season. It was last month. And it was away. And he's doing that at home. When everyone, brother, I swear to God, it's not juju, it's not jinx. But I felt the equalizer coming, the amount of time that man had to pick out passes. Left, right. What having to push them back? And it's the same shit, just like Sunderland. As soon as they scored, we ended up the pitch to score another goal. Proof that we could get up the pitch. We just chose not to. Chose to invite pressure onto us. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Now he sees. Will he react? Because Sunderland way up in the table to Wolves all the way down to the shit part of the table. If you invite pressure onto you, this is what happens. How am I here venting after a win? Wolverhampton Wanderers people turned up to the Emirates and scored all 3 goals. Our attack, listen, our injuries are not in our attack. Our injuries are back there. Our injuries are Benjamin White. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about him, the guy who Arteta played for 3 months while he needed surgery. Now he's completely fucked. And you know what he's going to say whenever they ask him about the Benjamin White injury? If they ask him about it, he felt something. He felt something and we had to take him off. Didn't want to risk it. That's what the hell he's going to say. Saliba's back. Played a full 90 minutes against Wolves at home, coming back from injury. We are begging for more injuries. We have 4 more games this month. Our injuries are back there. So go forward. Go score. We have all the attacking talent. And scored 0 goals today. They scored all 3 goals for us. All 2. And theirs. How is this possible? For the first time in Premier League history, a manager should be sacked from first place after a home win. That was shit. And if anyone thinks that's title-winning form, oh, Jesus. Suge, thank you, sir. Pardon my rant, Suge, but big you up. Hit the likes and subscribe. I'm done with this. We had a strong 11 and still got shown up. We have no right to talk about titles. That was shit. Utter ass and cheeks. And anyone who is in their little excuse express bus right now trying to spin this into a positive, move up. Big up to Suge. Disgracia. This doesn't apply today. What a rubbish game that was. My God. No. Hand on head. Thumbnail style. Home Alone settings. What's going on? That's after I'm looking, shaking my head like, Man City's going above us tomorrow. Fully bracing for it. All we did today was kick the can down the road. All we did. The cowardice that he displayed in match week 9 at the Stadium of Light. He brought that shit to the Emirates against the worst team in the league. Worst versus first. I'm telling you, this Wolves team will struggle in the championship next year. They might be a League One side in 2027-28. They will struggle. And they turned up to the Emirates today and made us look like fools. 68th minute, our first shot on target. Our 68th minute Declan Rice shot. My goodness. Latvian, what you telling me? I didn't even look at the messages in the group chat, my bro. I swear. I haven't consumed any content. As soon as I shut the game off, I went outside and smoked a cigar. I had the stream scheduled for 2:30 my time, 10:30 UK time. I had to move in 15 minutes. My head was gone, bro. And we won the game. We're being pissed on. Our leg is being pissed on, and we're being told that it's rain, and I'm not having it. Somebody smell like shit. You can polish a turd all you want to. It's still a piece of shit. I don't care how much they dress up this Super Mick guy. He ain't it. He is not it. As Medwake had been subbed on it, he should have started. He should have started. Based on merit, he should have started. Saka's the one who needed the rest. He's the one that's been overplayed. Martinelli back to factory settings. I say this every day. This shit managers knows nothing about attacking football. Nope. John Stone, man of the match. Mascara puts it in the net. At first, it looked like Gabriel Jesus with the wicked flick. But I was shocked at how quick we got up the pitch after we conceded. But 5 minutes prior to that, we were just camping out in our own 18, inviting pressure onto us. Where they do that at? What kind of football is that? It's not winning football. That was champions' performance. That was Trump's performance. Chumps. Big old chumps. We didn't beat Wolves. Wolves beat themselves. Doing the SC. Jace, what you telling me? Jace telling me that was an absolute disgrace. We did nothing to try to change the game. Either plan B or just spam crosses in the box. All game. We hope to get something from a set piece. Back one. I'm fuming, brother. Is this Arsenal Football Club? When did we start being this bad? Well, we cannot beat the worst team. These men played Chelsea 3-0. These men played Man City first game of the season 4-0. First game of the season when you're supposed to be stuck in cruising and in first gear and all this shit. City slapped them for 4. Chelsea 3-0. I think fucking Burnley. Listen, there's a reason why they got 2 fucking points. They've been a doormat to the Premier League teams. And these men turned up to our ground and made us look like that. This proves Arteta ain't winning a shit. Congrats, City. Miss Melina had a wonderful watch along. Thank you. Thank you for a little bit of entertainment. But other than that, that was a game of football, or I'm looking at the manager like, brother, I know you have one of the biggest egos in the world, but you may need to swallow your pride and get you an assistant who can coach an attack. Yep. There's now I didn't even get to see the first half. I had to go pick my car up from the shop. Or pick wifey car up from the shop. Didn't even get to see it. So I have no comments about Eze's performance or anyone in the first half. Because I didn't see it. But I heard it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? I'm pissed the fuck off is what I am, wahaha. After a win. How? Bottom of the table Wolves with 2 points and can't score against them. Red Bull and vodka. They scored all 3 goals for real. For real, for real. They should be disappointed. That at the final whistle and Mikel's doing this, you should be ashamed of your goddamn self. How dare you celebrate that? You didn't beat Wolves. Guna SC said it. They beat themselves. Headbutted the ball in the net. Mascara with the wicked flick. The flick was so good for Mascara, we thought it was Jesus. Even Graham Lasso on the commentary said, Jesus, he's been waiting for that moment. Like Graham, he had that script written for Jesus, ready to big up Jesus, only to see that it was a own goal. And to lip read and see Jesus say own goal. First shot on target, 67th minute, you know. How? This wasn't us against City. You know what? This actually gives us a better picture of what we've been. Because against the top half of we've only beaten bottom of the table teams. We struggle. I think it's Tottenham and Palace are the only teams in the top half that we've beaten. Man United. What'd you tell me? Remind me, wahaha. We talk a lot. I had a 2-0. But I had a comfortable 2-0, not a nervy one 2-0. I had a comfortable 2-0 in the first half and see out the game. I'll be the first to admit that I wasn't buying this, we're going to slap him for 4, slap him for 6, and all this stuff. I knew we weren't going to do that. But I did expect us to be a professional performance today. My goodness. I don't. I'm listen. I'm out of words. Jesus celebrated like he scored a goal. Now he ran off because normally he would do the call me thing. He ran off, and when everyone went over to him, he high fived them up and said own goal. But I think he was bigging up Saka for the cross because the delivery was good. Felt the equalizer coming. If you know football, you know it was coming. Like, and so are we meant to believe that if we can feel the equalizer coming, Arteta is standing right there in the fucking stadium and decide, no, you push up, press, win the ball back. Y'all have heard me say this before. Whenever Arsenal Football Club, whenever we lose the ball, we don't hunt the ball down. We rush to get back in shape. And that's all we were doing. 90 minutes on the clock. 1-0 lead. We are holding shape, letting Wolves have the ball to come on to us. Is that arrogance? The disrespect? Go get the goddamn ball and kill off the game. Could tell from a mile away that they'd equalize. So this tells me if the coach can't feel the pulse of the team, what are we doing? 15.6 million a year to do that. Put Miss Melina on the sidelines. Put Darren Martin on the sideline. He can do that. If Arsenal won't be up for the Wolves games, Wolves will beat themselves. Truer words has never been spoken. Sunderland vibes all over again, like Vianguna. He is not learning. And he has to learn if he's going to win this Premier League. If he's doing the same shit, second again, ole, ole, if that. The way Brighton moved the ball, the way Brighton are confident. I know they lost today, but Brighton created some wicked chances. We let Brighton have the ball against us at the Emirates with a 1-0 lead. We're losing that. Always parks the bus. He is not learning, bro. What kind of man was playing? How dare they is how I started the stream for everyone who's popping in now. 29 locked in. I'm asking, how dare they ask us to believe this shit blindly and just blindly follow this guy? It's not going to end well. Anytime we start doing unnecessary things at the back, we concede. Social, big up. No character. Scared. Wolves were really good first half. Completely stopped us. Didn't get to see the first half at all, my bro. I was on the road. Yeah. Now come on. I see the first 10 minutes. The commentary is telling me not much has changed. I'm like, damn. First half, we must have been shit as well. But my goodness. Wolves desperate for that point. Imagine we being remembered for having the lowest point total in the league. Yeah. I don't think they get 15 points. I think they get their record. I'll be shocked if they get double-digit points today. They better not let this equalizer fool's gold. They're shit. Arteta was trying to give them a point. Can't be another center back. He's always at the crime scene. Fingerprints all over it. You know, might as well spit, put down his driver's license, visit his address, and all this shit at the crime scene. They're coming to get you, bro. Schools were really good. Are you serious? I don't even. Anyone wants to give props to Wolves, go right ahead. I just know that we were shit. And even a shit version of a title charged team should dispatch of Wolves comfortably. Comfortably. Man United could have been up on these 6-0 at the half on these, man. We're playing through them. Bruno didn't even have to hoof passes. Bruno was making grass cutter passes playing through these, man. Our attack is systemically flawed, people. It's flawed. We don't know how to attack as a team. Do not let the 30 goals fool you. We cannot attack teams. We cannot. Not under him. Thanks again for the super chat, Suge. I had to eat dinner after the game. The game had me throwing up, brother. Sickening. Sick stomach. Can you explain why we decided to defend for 10 minutes of games? I always see Marino in the men's field when we sit deep. He ain't that guy. He ain't. Imagine holding on for a point at home versus a team with 2 points who will not even be in the championship next year. I'm telling you, this Wolves team will struggle in the championship. They are a League One side right now. I know rivals hate Arsenal all they want to, and they gutted and wanted us to lose today, but they are well within their right to feel sorry for Wolves today. Wolves defeated themselves. Shambles. That's us at the Carabao. When did we play that? What's today? 13, 10 days time? Yep. So all the hoopla about our fantastic Champions League performance. We play in 3 different competitions between now and then. And we may not be in the semifinal. Because we can't get away with that against Palace. Hamstring, fucked again. Done. Shane Goon has been calling this for time. We will never see that version of Benjamin White. Benny Blanco. And the levels were there. Between 22 and 24, Benjamin White, top 3 right back in the league. Now he looks a shadow of himself. There is no excuse. Wolves shut us down, and the players had no idea what to do. None. Our attack, systemically flawed. That's a coaching issue. You can't play down the right. You can't play down the right all game. Lack of varied attack. Predictability. As a defensive player, I would love to play against the Mikel Arteta team. One of the things I actually give Arteta credit for, I do give him credit for this. In the 2023-2024 season, when we scored the 90 goals and had all the goals came down the right-hand side, I'm actually shocked that teams didn't work us out more. Ben White, Odegaard, and Saka. That triangle down the right-hand side, everything came down that side because Martinelli was shit. And today was a mere reflection of that. All the good chances were falling to him, and he was fucking missing them all. Ooh, my God. Godfrey, big up Godfrey, all the way from over. Big up to you, my guy. Why are these men pressing, just allowing them to have possession in that period? Go get the damn ball. I was angry. That's why I had to lay this stream 15 minutes to calm down. I went on the porch because the weather was nice today. The sun actually came out. I went on the front porch and calmed down. I was like, no, I did not just see that. And guess what, people? Over the course of these next 3 days, 4 days, you will be gaslit. You will be gaslit into thinking you are crazy for calling these things out because we won the game. Because we picked up 3 points, you're just supposed to shut up and be quiet. Now, you see that damn catch from the catch-up. I'm on to you, brother. Because the very first game of the season, when we went to Old Trafford, when we picked up 3 points on the Jordy Dread Night Out session, me and Brother Views were on there. We were complaining that we talked about the warning signs that were there. The attack was stinky, disjointed. Looked kind of like today, didn't it? Man came on and crashed the stream and said, we won the game. Why are you lot moaning? Bro, just because we got to where we're going don't mean we just ignore the check engine light on your car. Your positioning sensors could be bad. And it could kill your fuel injectors on the highway, and your engine couldn't just crash. Stop ignoring the warning signs. We've seen that this manager can't coach an attack. Why do you think he didn't want all these attacking players? These damn bricks to control the game and try to see out 1-0s. I know he's pissed off today that we conceded, but for the wrong reason, because he wanted his 1-0 win and clean sheet for David Raya. Best goalkeeper in the world, Golden Glove in that. You mean to say you don't understand why people back Arteta? He lives and breathes Arsenal. His detail of thought and hunger to win is unparalleled. The narratives are people peddling for Mikel. Brother, I'm telling you that we're going to be gaslit to make you feel like you are ungrateful that we didn't celebrate and do backflips over 2 own goals scored by Wolves at the Emirates. Worst versus first, and worse got done wrong. Stayed up all night, laid up. This football club is going to be the death of us. Imagine, I don't know what's worse, Godfrey, that or last week when I had to get up at 4:30 to watch us lose to Villa. A bit sorry for Wolves. They should feel hard done by. I don't know what that was today. What attacking talents? Saka was awful. Martinelli awful. Martinelli was stinking up as usual. I'm going to ignore the bricklayer up top. All these attackers aren't shit players overnight. Let's not forget, just 2 weeks ago, everyone was glazing Eze when he was on international duty when he slapped one in the top corner. Remember the magical Foden assist? Yeah? Eze wasn't shit when he was slapping goals in all over the pitch against Tottenham. These players just didn't forget to play football just because they came and put on red and white. They look shit because the system is flawed. We don't know how to attack. 2 DMs versus Wolves. Full 90 for Declan Rice. People texting me telling me Declan Rice looks tired. Huh? Imagine that. Embarrassing, this team is not winning the league. It's obvious. I will be shocked if we win the league with him. Forget about Ben White. That's 2 months out. 3. Timber gonna get overworked. Turned up injured in the Champions League final. Again. 1 in, 1 out. Declan played a full 90 today. Worries me. Man is telling me, hey, we don't have a game for 7 days. He can rest. We're not saying that he's been overplayed now. We've been saying that he's been overplayed. Today is just more taxing miles on the legs. This will catch up to him. At least we got the points. The only thing, that's the only silver lining. But my God, we just delayed the inevitable. That was not football. That was this guys. Relegated Luton twice. Turned up to the Emirates. That man, the fatal mistake that he keeps making. And someone needs to call him out on that. I don't know if any of these assistant coaches at Arsenal Football Club have the power to be like, Mikel, you need to stop this locking up shit and inviting pressure onto you. You go play football. We have the ball, they can't score. How many chances were we going to give them to put the ball in the damn box? They were patient and picked out the perfect chance. It's like they wanted to isolate Hincapié with the center forward. And we gave him enough time to do it. We said it this morning. We need an offensive coach. I think we should just get rid of him. Make the history. First manager in the history of the Premier League to be sacked from first on the back of a win. I would not be mad. Would not be disappointed. Approach was so flat, dead, stinky. I wanted Madueke and Trossard to start, get the job done, and then make your changes, for fuck's sake. With Trossard picking up a knock against Villa, he wasn't going to start today. It just wasn't. I was of the opinion that he was going to start Madueke and Martinelli based on their midweek form, then bring on Saka and Jesus. Now, with Jesus coming on and playing a role, right? Him being there, occupying the center back mascara, making him head the ball into his own net. This may be spun as a positive or a tactical tweak that won us the game, but it's not. It's 2 own goals. They scored all 3. We were toothless today. Yeah, he was, and this is what I'm saying. They're gonna credit Jesus. Jesus being there threw him off, and he panicked and headed the ball in his own net. It looks like a clinical finish at a flash. You know, I don't know why these teams pick us and turn up and play their best. Watch them get slapped 4-0 next game. They will get slapped 4-0. And it's not that they turn up. It's just that tactically on the day, Mikel seems to get it wrong most of the time and gets bailed out by individual brilliance or a set piece. Right? He got bailed out individual brilliance by Eze in the North London Derby. And most of the other games, we've gotten by with set pieces. But our set piece maestro is injured now because he too has been overplayed. And now we're calling for rest for the other guys so they don't end up on the goddamn injury list like Gabriel. And then we won't have the set pieces and we won't have the breakup play from Declan Rice. Declan had to control the game and go get the first shot on target in the 70th minute. One ball slid down the left to Yuck, and he steamrolled the defender but made that pass again. This side, the shit side, nothing down the middle ain't win us. Now, I did think from the 70th minute, right before, it was like a 10-minute span. Gyökeres looked like he was growing in the game a bit. He pinned the defender, turned and had a little shot. Kind of went wide. Saka probably could have stretched out and towed that in. But again, the attack as a whole was just so stagnant, systemically flawed. Watching my team at home, meant to be title chargers, title winners, favorites for the title, according to the computer, struggle to break down Wolves, sit back, let Wolves come on to us, and then I had to wrestle with the possibility that we're going to have to grind out a point at home versus a team that has 2 fucking points. That does not put me in a place mentally where I want to look at Mikel and be like, oh yeah, give him some more money in January. I want to get rid of him in January if he's going to keep doing stupid shit like this. What a shit show that was, says BX Gunner. Can't even celebrate the win because the manager is ass and cheeks. Wolves completely shut us down. We had no idea what to do. We do not know how to attack. Don't know how to play football. Nah, we got a +1. We got a +1. So now we should be on 20 goal difference. And City should be 19. So that means City has motivation to slap a couple past Palace tomorrow. Because obviously they can't go above us, but they can improve their goal difference past us. So they can still be 2 points behind tomorrow, but with a better goal difference, right? So they slap 4 past Palace tomorrow, they'll be on +23 goal difference and only 2 points behind. So, this was supposed to be our goal difference makeup game. We completely fucked it. Same as I was on Monday, pissed off after a win, but this is even worse. This is bad, Wahaha. You were away. Or you were pissed off because you conceded to this shit team. Gotcha. Yeah. So you conceded against this shit team away at the Molineux. However, you scored 4 goals. We were at home. We didn't get a shot on target until damn near 70 minutes. At home. The fortress. The fortress, That's supposed to be the Emirates. We have the best home record in the league. It's supposed to be a fortress. How dare Wolves turn up? How dare they? Let me see how many goals Wolves have scored away from home this season. 2. This is their second away goal. They've conceded 14 goals away from home and they've scored. That was their second goal away from Molineux. My God. Woo! Do many players playing badly? Had to be on the manager. We had no plan. Even plan A disappeared. We didn't have the set piece to rely on because Gabriel wasn't there. So this is what happens. New rule, y'all. Own goal shooting count against your GD. Well, they do though. Even though it was owned, it gives the top gooners more ammunition to push Jesus Harrods over Jokeris narrative. My God. You did. But not only by Wolves scoring all 3 goals. You did. I had the 2-0. I had two first half goals, second half, just pass them to death pass. That's what I thought we were gonna do. But when I saw I'm driving home and I see 0-0, 45 minutes plus 4 stoppage time, and we still didn't break Wolves down, I'm like, this is gonna be a bad day. Because now they have 45 minutes to ruin our weekend. And the game should, once the ball went in the net, should have been belt to ass. Right? We go to Stamford Bridge. We equalize in the 58th minute with a numerical advantage. Should have been belt to ass. Beat and teach. And again, equalized against Villa. We should have grown in the game. Take a slap at him. Nope. Wolves were a game that, how the hell we let Wolves back in a game of football? Now, what do we make of the lineup, people? What do we make of today's lineup? Because he moves Timber to left back, plays Benjamin White right back. Now, what have I said about Benjamin White playing right back? He doesn't have the legs to go up and down the wing. So you play him at center back and let Timber play right back. Timber is our best right back. Better than most in the league, better than most in Europe. You keep in his position. All the running that Ben White has had to do up and down the wing cost him today. And how long is he going to be out for? Timber started at center back. Now, even Arteta is acknowledging that he knows that Skelly isn't a left back. When he shifts the damn team around so damn much, like, bro, last year, man gets injured, he moves Partey at right back, makes his midfield weaker and shuffles the whole team around. Calafiori is suspended. You played Skelly left back all year last year. You started Skelly at left back versus Bayern Munich with a supreme attack. Bayern Munich has the best attack in Europe when they were coming to us. They scored like 50 goals up to then. You started Skelly in that game. And you're going to bench Skelly versus Wolves to play Timber over there versus... He just can't do the simple shit, right? Just do the simple things well. Now he has to complicate the entire system. That's what he's doing to our attack. He must be overcomplicating it to where the fucking players don't know where to pass and where to move to. Arsenal top goal scorer for I can't even get through the damn comment. This made me chuckle. Oh God. 4 own goals, 2 own goals, as half as our best scorer. Yeah. We are not a team that can go slap someone 4-0. We are not an offensive team like that. Yeah, I mean, if we get 10 corners, we can win 4-0. We score 4 from set pieces. That was our thing. We got dig at number 14 up front and no shots on target for 67 minutes. By the skin of our teeth, says Lynch. But that was an underwhelming warmer. Some 16 shots at home. Ooh, Wolves side was brutal. 2 lackadaisical. That's the bullet. The way we caved in defensively at 1-0 was pathetic. And that has to be instruction. Has to be. Strategy, instruction, tactic, whatever. Mikel ball. That's Arteta ball, people. So we know what Wenger ball was. We know what Ange ball is. Right? This is Arteta ball. Arteta ball is go up 1-0, shut up shop. Pathetic. Diabolical. Disgracia. Arteta, piss off. Need to move up. Godfrey, I really was about to crash out when I saw it 1-1. I waited till after the game. Lucky I didn't start breaking stuff. Wolves, and this is why I'm not on Twitter. I don't tweet. I'm not on TikTok because I'm pretty sure some people went on TikTok and tweeted stuff that they ended up having to erase and take back. But we never speak on a game of football until it's over, yeah. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna run from it. I felt the equalizer was coming, and it was like deja vu flashbacks, stadium of light all over again. These men with time recycling the ball, picking and choosing when to put the cross in, while we just let them have it. I'm not having it, man. The stadium announcer was calling out the Lord and Savior's name as if he was, yeah. Graham Lasso was he had a moment there as well. I guess Dio won't come back till we get a convincing win. Because he knows that, I don't want to call it fake chess, but I think he knows that he may have embellished a little bit with the quad talk. You look this bad against the worst team in the Premier League. To go from this to do something that no Premier League team has ever done before, some of the greatest teams have never done before. A manager who don't think that you need to go kill off games. Now, if he can't kill off a game versus Wolves at home, listen, Brighton. When Brighton comes to the Emirates, you know how Brighton are. They don't stop attacking. Imagine Fulham beat Wolves 3-0. Man United had 10 shots on target. Chelsea trapped these men 3-0. City slapped them 4-0 first game of the season. 40 of you absolute legends locked in. What we saying for the like count? A YouTube studio doesn't show me the like count anymore, so my legendary mods them, I forgot to tell me all the likes. Look. Arsenal so good. We show up and 3-0. Talk to me nice. Dio is out and about in other channels. I'm sure he won't turn up here. He's staying up here. There are a couple men who, you see him in the other spaces, but I don't know if the BBK Sports comment section be hostile. I don't think it is. I think it's very user friendly here. But I do see Dio in the spaces. I'm not gonna call him out or nothing. I mean, man is free to go and come wherever he wants to, isn't it? But what I'm gonna tell him whenever he circles back around, brother, you can't just be this fair weather fan. And when the results are great and the convincing, you come back in here with the "Do you believe?" And I said, "Do you believe what?" And then you hit us with the Q word. Nah, bro, it ain't. It ain't. We ain't rolling with that. Best team in the world. It ain't. What is apparent? Managers have found Arteta's tactics out. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear the low block thing and this and that. Shit. Pep and Klopp plays low block the entire time they've been in this league. Teams don't open up against Man City. Somehow they found a way to unlock them. Yeah, City put 4 past these men, and it was at the Molyneux. He was literally giving that vamos and grabbing his coaching staff. What a clown. It speaks volumes about his mentality to be this shamelessly celebrating that garbage. Yeah. Unless he thinks Gabriel Jesus had actually scored that goal. Unless he didn't know that was an own goal. He thought Gabby scored it where he believes that he made a tactical adjustment to win the game. That's the only plausible explanation I can think of why he would celebrate. He should be ashamed of his goddamn self. We went back to doing that drop back nonsense of last season. Not last season, but we did this at the Stadium of Light last month. Only difference is we won this game versus conceding in that one, where we always conceded. We can't defend deep leads. We can't defend deep leads that's clear as day. Not with Marino in the middle. Not with makeshift defenders. I don't want to see us do this with Saliba and Gabriel back there. Gabriel and Saliba, hey, on the halfway line, trace things down and clean up. But we need to be in the other half trying to score more goals. We have conceded 10 goals now. Yeah, long gone from the best defense in the league, better than the Chelsea 05-06. Yeah, that's been put to bed. Arteta had a bag to win, and they still managed to get 2 own goals. No, BBK, it's the players' fault when they can't score. It's Gyökeres, it's Eze, it's Odegaard, it's everyone's fault while we play 80% down the right. So the thing is, when one player is out of form, two players are out of form, okay. But when the entire team is playing shit, leave it there. Like the Latvian Guna always say, let's just put it that way. This is exactly what cost us, but the coward will never learn. Playing cowardly football, scared money don't make no money. I always say anything on the left, outside too long will go stale. Or anything that's left outside too long will go stale. This man used the same tactics for 2 seasons. Of course, they're going to find him out. Arteta is tactically inept and fucking clueless. Get him out. Super Mikel Arteta. He's a genius, bro. I'm telling you. You heard it here first. Over the course of this next week, all of us, Andrew, Doc, well, I was about to say, well, all the Arsenal fans in the chat, your positive Arsenal friends will try to gaslight you into feeling guilty about being critical of this win. At least we have the best manager in the world. Rice was reluctant to cross it from set piece. Ford played shot. First half, is that too much? He's in too much pain? He shouldn't be out there for 90 minutes against this Wolves team, bro. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't. And this is why he can't rotate. It's bad enough you're going to get the lineups wrong, but he can't rotate because he's not killing the games off. If he's 3-0 up, you would have seen some rotation today. You may have even seen some Ethan. But these 1-0s going into the 87th minute, Fulham, West Ham, Crystal Palace, these games, I'm pretty sure he has wanted to rotate, but he can't. Can't. Because the game is still very much alive, and he doesn't trust the second unit. The hell with this bigger squad thing. That's something else we need to call him out on, that when you gloat and you bloviate about how the biggest squad, well, the squad ain't big because you're only using 15% of it. Or the same 15 players. It's pretty easy to get a result from us. Just spoil the game after the first half. You have a 60% chance to get a point from us. So look out. Because now who we have next? Moise. You got Moise. Moise can be a pain in the ass, you know. He can set up tactically well. We'll see what he went to Old Trafford and do with 10 men. Is that what champions do, though? We're not champions. We're far from it. What a sub to bring on Jesus to force the own goal with a master tactician. Mind blown, Wahaha. That's the only reason I can think of why he did this at full time. His ass should be ashamed. His ass should be ashamed of his damn self. Listen. Let me, 1 second, people. Let me send this link to Lawrence. I'm sure Lawrence has something to say. This Zubermendi guy is so bang average, it's not even funny, but Top Gunners gas him up like the invisible tackles he makes as they credit him for. I'm glad he got hooked today. He should have been the only DM on the pitch. It should have been him, Ethan, and Eze. Take the game to Wolves. I so hope people don't point fingers at players. Nobody was good. Wolves shut us down. We had no answer. Even when we swapped players, Wolves shut us down. Shut us down, go down a goal, and equalized. Eze was lucky to stay on the pitch. Rah. What happened? High boot? I haven't seen that. I don't trust what Wahaha be saying when he talks about, the refs, Because Wahaha has some hater in it. You got some hater in you. But you are, bro. And we fucks with you. Big up. Does anyone know how many signings were on the pitch at the end of the game? Brother? I was so fuming at the end of the game. I didn't even, like I said, I'm glad I'm not on Twitter and all this other shit, because I just probably would have said some dumb shit today. Big up, everyone. That win was so important. We'll be back against Everton full throttle. Will we, though, John? Will we? Or will David Moyes out tactic and outsmart Mikel. Because, social, Waffle Don, the doc, are of the opinion that, he's been found out. I don't see the problem really. A win's a win, stinky or not. No. LFC Monster, that's a fuckery. You know this is bad. This was stinky. Go up 1-0 and lock up shop at home. This is Wolves. I tell you what, when Wolves take their ass to Anfield and it's 0-0 at halftime, you should be booed off the pitch. And then you go up 1-0 off a own goal. Okay. And then you shut up shop. Then they equalize while you're shutting up shop. And then they score another own goal. Now, if this result had won us the league title, different story. But the performance behind these 3 points, I believe, is what will cost us the league title. You dig? Tuchel is better than Mikel, not by much, but simply because he does what's needed. Like dropping Foden and Jude, Tuchel plays for the result. That's a different mentality. I think Tuchel is a good cup manager. I don't think he's a good domestic campaign, right? Because it was him that lost the damn Bundesliga title to Bayer Leverkusen when Bayern Munich owns that league. You know what I'm saying? But I hear the win is a win, but I don't hear it. Because I don't. If this win had won us the league, different story. But performances like this will not win you a league title, I promise you. Because I'm an old man in it. So I know what a title-winning team looks like for my team. From our foxhole. And this ain't it. And it starts with him. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the Southern Gooner in the house. Manners and respect. Big up to you, that Georgia boy. I know you got a lot to say about this. I can't wait to see Matty's fan cam on League Honor. Terry Tibbs just checked Wolves away record barring Fulham and Chelsea. They got smoked. They rarely lose by 1 goal. That was their second away goal, bro. They are 2-14. They have scored 2 goals on the road and conceded 14. So prior till today, they had 1 Premier League goal away from their guy. Santa Claus FC. We tried our best to give him a point today. It's just laughable how insane deluded manager keeps on effing around and never learns. Yeah, have him come on to us. £1 billion spent, and the attack is dead food. It's embarrassing. I got the scoreline right, just to almost manifested the prediction from earlier. You did, and that's why when you put that prediction in the chat, I searched hell and high water to find my slot button, and I did find it. Because I wasn't trying to hear none of that energy, But I will give you credit because Wolves players scored all of the goals. None of our players scored a goal today. So I don't even know if Saka gets credit for those credits for assists. But, it is what it is. 10-man Chelsea were better. Bottom club Wolves were better. I'm worried. Uncomfortable conversations, G Wills. Don't think I'll ever see my club win the Prem again. Not with this guy. Not with this guy. If he wins the fair play, we'll stand up and apologize. But he has to give us something to be wrong about. And until then, we are the ones who are right. Why hasn't he been sacked yet? 1-1 at 1-1 would have been sackable. No lie. 1-1, his head should have been caught. They wouldn't have because they love him. They like him. So many layers in this game today. Leaving Skelly on the bench when Calafiori was the only one out due to suspension. So you're acknowledging that Skelly's not a left back. So why the hell did you let Tierney leave the club for on the free? You're still playing football and still playing very well. Sacrificing the health of these players for short-term good-feeling moments, is bad management. Please like the stream, people, if you haven't already. Not sure what the like count looking like. Let me refresh. 28. Can we get to 30? Appreciate you. think we had up to 40 in here watching at one point. We always make a meal out of these kinds of matches. 7-5 Reading, 4-3 Luton, 3-2 Hull. Probably many others I'm forgetting. Yep. Too angry to think right now. Zubi as the Gyökeres taken off, Odegaard, Marino, and Jesus on. Isn't that replacing the old players for the same players that were supposed to be rotating? I hear it. That's when the game opened up. Bet Boyton is shouting like Braveheart somewhere on YouTube about the quad win is still on. If I ever hear him. If I ever hear him. Before we actually put some good performances together, I'm going to have something to say. Lawrence, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I have no questions, man. Just go for it, brother. Your thoughts on the game.
I'm angry. Wrapping my brain that this team of ours struggled against a team that's got less points than a triangle. And it took 2 own goals to win the game. I mean, where have we seen this movie before? It's always the same season after season. This manager has got no game plan. It was all boring in the first half. Tim Howard summed it up in a nutshell when he said that the Arsenal players looked bored when they were playing in the first half. There was no intensity. There was no creativity. Gyökeres was anonymous. I didn't even see him at all in the first half. I mean, I think he had a chance when Saka drove the ball across the 6-yard box, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
And for us to rely on their goalkeeper heading the ball into his own net after 74 minutes before we started to play, it just sums up. I mean, I thought it was going to end up goalless. And the commentator even said that we were lucky to get the corner that led to that goal because Saka was in an offside position in the build-up that led to that corner. And I could sense it right at the end when Wolves had the ball. They were going to get an equaliser because we were just all over the place.
So first versus worst, and at the end there, I felt like we were holding on for a draw before the next own goal equalizer. I predicted a 2-0 going into this game. I didn't predict like the 4-0s and the 5-0s that everyone was saying because I know this club and I know this manager. I think our attack is systemically flawed. I don't think he trusts the players to do any type of creative brilliance, even though creative brilliance has saved his ass on so many different occasions. But I think a draw today would have been a sackable offense, no?
Yeah, unacceptable. Because it would have given the advantage to Man City for their game at Palace. Because the commentator said if it had ended up as a draw, City could have gone up on top of us in the league table. And Villa, if they win tomorrow, they would have been a point behind us.
Yep.
I mean, we should count our lucky stars that Mascara, not our Mascara.
Yeah, their Mascara.
Another Mascara put the ball in his own net. He must have thought he was the one that played for us.
Yeah.
But as I said, embarrassing against a team that's struggling to stay in the division.
Yeah.
I could understand if it was against a Man City or an Aston Villa or a Liverpool, but you're playing Wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this Wolves teams are going to struggle in the championship next year. I think they're that bad. I think they're that poor that they might be a League One side in 2 years. Yeah. Did you see his celebration at full time, the manager?
Yeah.
I think that's just as embarrassing as the result. The way he, because in his head, unless he thinks Gabriel Jesus actually scored that goal, there's nothing for him to be proud of today. Nothing.
No. I mean, I'm ashamed to be an Arsenal fan. I mean, we're top of the table. We put in a performance like that.
Mm.
You know, we've just come off the back of a fantastic win in Europe. You think the players would be up for it today because we're playing the team at the bottom of the table, and they took us down to their level.
Mm. Yeah, and they were better at it. They were better at us at their level than we were. You
Yeah,
know.
I mean, fair due to them. They had to do what they had to do, but we didn't have a way to get around it. This is the problem with this manager. He has no plan B.
Yep.
You're not going to beat teams by playing backwards and sideways all the time. I couldn't believe it. We had a free kick in the first couple of minutes, and instead of Rice playing the ball in the box, he decided to play it backwards.
Mm. Yeah, that's mad. Yes, people. Lawrence is here, so I'll get to your comments. But when I have Lawrence on here, I have to let him do his thing because you've been following Arsenal for what now, Lawrence? 40 years, 50 years?
It's 57 years.
Yeah, and can you remember a time when we were sitting in first, top of the table, and looked this bad versus a team that had 2 points from 15 games?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Right,
I mean, I remember when back in '89, when we won the league that year, there was a point that Liverpool were 21 points behind us and had no chance, and they caught up with us because we hit a bad spell. We couldn't win a game. I think it was in February and March. We went on a run where we couldn't win like 8 or 9 games, and they caught up with us. And as I said, everyone knows what happens that year. We almost threw the title away, but thank God we won it up at Anfield.
Yeah. What did you think of the lineup that he put out today?
I was amazed he played Rice. I thought this was a game that he could have rested some of the top players and given some of the people on the bench a full 90 minutes. I thought he'd have given Norgard a full 90 minutes after Wednesday. I thought he put on Trossard from the start and Jesus from the start. But I was really, excuse me, I was surprised. He did start off with Rice and Zubimendi and a few others because I thought he would have rested them because it must be catching up with them. That's why they played so badly.
Yeah, but we told him, like we've been calling that. This is the thing, we've been calling for rest and rotation in the squad for this reason, that these guys are going to eventually burn out, and they're going to have performances like this where they dip, and it almost cost us. It literally almost. Tomorrow, we draw this game. Tomorrow, Man City walk out versus Crystal Palace with the chance to go above us. They would have went above us. I think they will beat Palace tomorrow, and I don't think if we go behind, we can chase Man City down. I've never seen this team chase down anyone, and they get a full head of steam. So it could have been curtains. We've literally been saved by an own goal. And how dare they? I started the stream saying, how dare people question people who don't believe in this manager and then watch that? Because right now I do believe that they're trying to come up with excuses and try to draw positives from this somehow. And other than the 3 points, this possibly has been one of the worst performances that I've seen since we've been labeled title contenders. Yeah, like you said, go on.
You can bet your bottom dollar the interviews on AFTV are going to be people going overboard about how great this manager is. You're going to get the likes of Marty Ovens and Ty and Christian, and that looks like Charlie Drake calling him King Arteta again. You can bet. I mean, I haven't had a chance to look at those interviews. I will later on today because I need a laugh. But you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to see the positive side of it. What's their positive Dan? That's the geezer. Deluded Dan, as I call him. The biggest embarrassment to this club, those clowns.
Yeah, positive Dan. The Assemble say, I'm getting the same feeling. It's becoming embarrassing how the fan base is accepting this. This is unbelievable. Anything other than, hey, it was only 3 points today, but this performance, this was not one of those games. This was a perfect opportunity for us to run up our goal difference, because I do believe Man City will run up theirs tomorrow. I do think they will put at least 2 past Palace. 2 clear goals past Palace
Yeah,
and heavily.
Taron,
Mhm.
I'm telling you that if Man City go above us, because we're bound to slip up again,
Mhm.
that'll be the end of it.
Yeah.
That'll be the end. That'll be
Mhm.
the end of it.
So I asked the question last week. We've played 15 Premier League games. Obviously, it was before this one, and I said, um, over the course of the next 15 games, do we think the 2-point lead that we currently have on Man City will stay the same, will disappear, or we will extend our lead on them? I'm inclined to believe, based on this performance today, that we have clearly demonstrated to the entire world that we don't know how to attack. I do believe between now and the 15th game, whenever that falls, that they'll be ahead of us. I do. So match
Yeah.
week 30, I don't expect us to be top anymore. Today was that bad for me. And I know it sounds reactionary, but I'm not reacting to anything. I'm reacting to Arteta going up 1-0, going up 2-1 at Sunderland away, and did the same thing that he did today, going up a goal and locking up shop and inviting pressure onto us. He does not learn, Lawrence, and this is why I'm so annoyed. You're supposed to learn as you go. And he made this mistake this season. This is not 2 seasons ago. He did it in match week 9, and he's doing it in match week 16. So essentially, he thinks this works.
It's rinse and repeat, Taron.
Yeah.
We've seen this too often over the last 3 years. He's stubborn. He wants to do it his way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he gets advice from the other coaches like Heinz and I don't know his last name, but he's
The Argentine.
it's an Albert.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
I don't know if they give him advice on what he should do, but he's stubborn. He wants to do it his way. He's going to run these places into ground. Excuse my language, but I'm shitting myself about next week because we're at Everton next week.
Yeah.
That's another banana skin.
Yeah. I think Moisey will give him a problem to solve. And based on today's evidence, based on the evidence at the Stadium of Light versus Regis, based on the evidence away at Stamford Bridge when we got back into the game with a numerical advantage for over 30 minutes and did not take the game to Chelsea. Yeah. And even Unai Emery, like these managers seem to tactically set up in a way to give him a problem, and he has yet to solve it. And I do believe when people ask me, do I believe we're going to win the league or win something this year? I say this team is good enough to win something, but the reason I'm not confident that we will is solely and only down to him because he does stuff like this. I don't know how. I don't think I've ever been this upset after 3 points. Ever.
It's just embarrassing. I mean, like I said, we're playing the team that's stuck at the bottom of the league table, hasn't won a game all season.
Mm-hmm.
And it took 74 minutes before we penetrated them. But we didn't have, their goalkeeper didn't have a shot to save in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
They had what the only shot in the first half when Chan broke free.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only shot in the first half. We did absolutely bugger all.
Yep. Moist masterclass. It's easy to predict how we will play. Just block the spaces and we are cooked. Yeah. And, what if those chances fall to Jack Grealish or Njai going the other way? We could be in problems. We could be in big trouble. I'm just, he doesn't fill me up with confidence. And I've seen enough evidence of him bottling league titles and coaching a stagnant, poor, slow, lethargic attack. It's not winning football. And even though we got away with one today, and that's what I really think we got away with one.
Enjoy won't be playing next week. He'll be at the AFCON.
Oh, AFCON starts this week, will it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we got a break there. We got a break there. But somehow, he will still find a way to get in his own way. It's just if at some point over the next 15 games, someone looks back and asks me, where was the turning point in the season when you went from little belief to no belief? This will be it. And it will sound crazy because it was 3 points collected, but I look back at that and I said that game at home against Wolves, the entire league saw that and saw that these players are playing a system that they don't really believe in. They are just out there passing the ball around. with no intent, with no conviction, and with no belief.
I, wa-
I
I
don't.
was I was speaking to Kenny Kerner about half an hour ago. He was
Mhm.
leaving the stadium, and uh, he said that he said that he had it down as a 0-0. He
Yeah.
had it down. He thought it was going to end up 0-0.
Mm.
So,
I felt that. I tell you what, after we went up 1-0, Lawrence, I didn't believe we were going to see the game out. I felt the equalizer coming for some reason.
well, yeah, in the last minute when they were playing the ball around our box,
Yeah.
I could
So
see it happening. Right. I mean, I just said to myself, it's just typical Arteta.
hmm
Just typical of how he sets the team up. I mean, I was
yes.
just totally surprised when we went up the other end and scored again.
Yeah.
But he never learns, Taron.
hmm
He won't learn, but it'll be the same. We'll end up second again. We'll get he'll sacrifice the FA Cup again down at Portsmouth. We'll be
hmm
wearing that shitty white kit like they do every year for the
The
third round. We'll get knocked,
anti-lifetime. Yeah.
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 Um, we'll we'll get knocked out of the semi-finals of the Carabao again, and we'll get knocked out. We'll get knocked out of the Champions League. We'll end up with fuck all again. But hey, let's give this guy another year.
Yeah. So, hand on heart, you think we get by Palace on the 23rd? No.
I've got no faith in this manager whatsoever. And even though we're top of both the Premier League and the Champions League, I think we're in for more heartache.
Yeah. It doesn't look. This is the thing where we were. Remember the first 5 games when Liverpool were winning late, and everyone was telling them that it wasn't sustainable, and they wouldn't listen, and then they kind of fell off a cliff over the next 4 games and lost the league. Yeah, we're relying on 2 own goals at home versus a team that has 2 points in 15 games. This is not a sustainable form of football. Our away form hasn't been great as of late, right? We've
Yeah,
had our last 9 points to play for. We've picked up 2 in our
yeah.
away game. So away at Everton, though the Everton can be tricky to me, right? Because I seen this bunch go to Old Trafford, go down to 10 men and win the game. But I see them go to their home stadium and get packed in by Newcastle. I get the idea they'll be up for the Arsenal game. They'll be up.
They always they're like our bogey team when we go play them up there.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
last year they got a 1-1 draw with a penalty that was never a penalty in a million years.
the one on Skelly, the foul on that dubious foul on Skelly. Yeah, and if my memory serves me correctly, the year before that they were like 18th or 19th in the table, and they beat us at Goodison Park 1-0.
Yeah,
From
that was when that was Dyche's first
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yep. 1-0, and that ended up costing us big time there. But yeah, I just going 5 points clear of Man City and winning a game at home, and for some reason it feels like everything but that. I don't. I just don't. The assembled, Darren. I've been suspicious about these injuries. I've never seen key players being so regularly injured at the same time, 1 in, 1 out. And you know what he's going to say about Benjamin White's injury? Oh, he felt something, so we have to take him. I don't think we see Benjamin White for another 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Did
you see his pre-match interview the other day?
I haven't.
One of the reporters asked why we're getting so many injuries, and he said, "Well, we don't train."
Oh, that one. Yeah. Someone told me about that. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. But yeah, we don't train. What do they do? Just pass candy around London Coney?
Yeah. So if they don't train, how do they pick up these injuries?
Well, if they don't train, that's probably why they're picking up these injuries. Yeah. So, or they train too hard. But I think that entire conversation of him saying that they don't train is that he didn't like where the conversation was going, and he just redirected like a politician. He just did a pivot, with a shock answer, But yeah, I feel bad for Benny Blanco. Now this means that Timber plays every game now,
Yeah,
right? And we talk about Declan needs a rest. He's the one that's been due for a rest because he's been in the red, right? And the assemble alluded to it. One guy comes in, one guy, because the rotation has been off from the beginning. And now I'm of the opinion that come the end of the season, the manager that gets their rotation packages right probably will win the league. And right now he's doing a horrible job of rotation, right? So I think Pep, come the business end of the season when we have to go to their ground, we'll have a fully healthy squad for him to pick from, and we'll be patching people up, throwing them out there just for them to get pulled up and get subbed off in the first half, like Benjamin White today. Like, it's just having him running up and down the wing, coming back from injury for, it was imminent that he was going to limp off one of these days. This is exactly what he'll say, Doc. He picked up a knock.
Yeah.
A knock, and we'll keep him out for 3 months. Because that's what he said about, remember the first year that Saliba felt that back injury against Sporting Lisbon? Knock, he's training, we're assessing. He didn't play the rest of the season. Tomiyasu picked up a knock, had to rip up his contract. Like, these journalists just, they don't call him out on any of the stuff that he says. He might miss the Arsenal game. I saw the injury as well today.
Because if they ask him those type of questions, they'll get kicked out of the room.
Yeah.
Because they screen the questions before the interview. And if a reporter has a question that's going to piss him off, or they don't like it, they're going to kick him out. He won't come back. That's why they can't interrogate him on those matters.
Yeah, there's no follow-up questions. There's no accountability to the craziness. We don't train. Like, yeah. What do you mean you don't train? You're a professional footballer. You're a professional team. What do you mean you don't train? And if we're not right to ask about these injuries. Like, these injuries are unprecedented. The amount of them are unprecedented.
If this manager had the likes of Henry, Bergkamp, Carnu, Perez, Vieira, Messi, even if he had Ronaldo and then Mbappe, he'd still find a way to fuck it up.
He would. I do agree. The evidence suggests that. White played Ben White as starter today. Played Timber at right back. Like, Timber should never move out of his right back position again for anyone. Like, he is the best there. Don't weaken your team. Weaken, accept risk in a different position. The value that he gives us at right back is not something to be messed with. You played Skelly at left back all of last season. What's the problem? You play him there, right? Left back, and he still has a hamstring muscle that wasn't. Yeah, like, you can tell looking at Benjamin White, he was not right from the 2022, 2024 version of him. I don't think we'll ever see that version of him again. People talk about we'll never see the Bukayo Saka that we've used to see. I think we can apply the same thing to Benny Blanco. He does not look comfortable.
We should cut our losses and sell him in the transfer window. I don't think he's ever going to be the same. I mean, he'll be better off playing for, a team like Brighton or Bournemouth. Yeah.
He's 28, injury prone now. I think you can put the injury prone tag on him. He's 28 years old. And we paid 50 million for him, so it will be a loss. Because the only way we get anything near to that for him is if we sell him to another Premier League team. Like the Italian clubs, the French clubs, they don't pay that type of money. So today feels like a loss, even though we picked up 3 points.
I know,
weird one.
I'm just so deflated,
Yeah.
It's just it just doesn't inspire anyone. I mean, how anyone can be thrilled and excited about that performance, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you've got to win ugly. I admit to that. But to put in a performance like that is just unacceptable.
Yeah. We can see that Benny Blanco, but he just can't play for about 9 months. If he trained, massage, rehab, and training. I don't think we'll see him back for a while. This was a less than flattering performance, and this was meant to be the game. Last week when I said we lost to Villa, but the scheduling gods have thrown us a favor when they gave us Club Brugge and Wolves back-to-back. And it started well. Club Brugge, they're shit. They're 31 out of 36 teams in the Champions League, and then you give us the worst team at home. and somehow we made a meal of it. And this is why people don't take us seriously as title contenders.
No.
Right? Because Man City played these men and slapped them for 4-0 on opening day, Lawrence. Even Chelsea threw past this bunch.
A few weeks ago, we were 7 points clear. And it's now down to, well, it's now 5. I mean, they'll probably back down to 2 after tomorrow when City win. I mean, where have we seen this before? Where have we seen this before? I mean,
every year, every season, the past 3 seasons.
But according to our fan base, Taron, Arteta is the greatest manager on the face of the earth, and we are the world champions.
Yep. There is not currently a better manager in world football than Mikel Arteta.
That's the type of stuff you have to say to get on AFTV, you know.
I swear I heard circus music.
So my question is, if you don't believe that, why say it out loud? Why say something? Why put your face to something you don't believe to say it? Or he actually believes that. So this is what we're up against, you know, and this is why I keep these clips, because when you walk outside in your Arsenal top, Lawrence, and someone sees an Arsenal fan, they think you're deluded like the rest of them, because most of them, you know, because, so we can't,
because their behavior reflects on us. Because they think every Arsenal fan is the same.
Yeah.
I've been wanting this manager out from day one. I didn't want him in the job. I never wanted him, and I feared that this would happen.
Yeah.
He was shit when he played for us, and now he's shit as a manager.
You think
he's giving him the job? It's like you winning a car, a brand new Ferrari, and when they deliver the car to you, your 17-year-old son is tapping on your shoulders and say, "Dad, can I take it out for a joyride?" Before you've even driven it yourself. This is what this has been, a joyride.
Yeah. Do you think his coaching style is reflective of his playing days, where he was a midfielder, but he wasn't like a flair player, or he was kind of a safe passer of the ball, just boring, like a B. On a good day, he gives you a 6 out of 10. Most days, he was like an average performer. Like, it seems that he doesn't seem like a risk taker, you know. And I think that's why he likes Odegaard as his captain. A lot of safe passes, keep things ticking. Yeah. No attempt to break the lines in an attempt to give the ball away type stuff. Yeah, you think his playing style is reflected in his coaching?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But now go on.
No, I thought you were going to say something. It just seems like the plan is once Odegaard gets the ball, he plays it to Saka on the right. Everything goes down the right-hand side. I've never seen Odegaard play the ball out to the left wing. Everything, it's always to Saka.
So predictable, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you just know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And if I can work,
they mentioned it in the commentary that Arsenal were being too predictable in their play today.
Yeah. I think Graham Lasso was on my commentary, but I was so annoyed after the equalizer. I turned the volume off. I didn't want to hear anything.
Well, I was watching it on my phone. I get YouTube TV, and I was watching it on my phone. I almost threw the phone out the window.
Did you watch the Villa game on your phone as well?
Yeah.
Did you manage to keep it? Yeah, obviously, because you still got it.
Oh God, I tell you, last week I think I woke up the neighbours because it was 4:30 in the morning, and when that equaliser, when that winner went in, I let out a high almighty fuck that the whole apartment building could hear.
That was my reaction. I was speechless.
Yeah.
I had a massive headache. I couldn't yell or shout. I was like, "Oh, it's starting. It's beginning again." And it's it's a carryover from that. This was supposed to be the bounce back game, and it looked like we're still feeling the effects of because essentially 1-1 in the Villa game. Familiar, we allowed Villa to come on to us instead of taking the game to them, and they won it.
Yeah.
Leaving the game, allowing these men to come on to us, they equalized.
Same with the Chelsea game. They went down to 10 men, and instead of pushing forwards, we just sat back.
Yeah.
They took the lead. We've got back to 1-1, and instead of going for the kill, we did have nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea looked the more likely team to score.
100%. 100%. But yeah, I'm wrapping my brain around. There are no other. Well, I guess one positive is that Declan Rice didn't come off injured. Yeah. That's it. Declan Rice, no more injuries. Unfortunate injury.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, Taron.
Yeah.
You just know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then when that does happen, then what's he gonna do? Who's he gonna play in that position?
He'll just make an excuse. Because
I'd have thought he'd have played Waneri.
I would have loved to see that today. I would have loved to see Ethan and Eze behind Gyökeres today. I think.
Yeah.
Part of me believes that he really doesn't want Gyökeres to succeed at this club. Because I do believe he wants to win, Lawrence, but I think he wants to win his way.
Yeah.
By his way, with his captain, with his striker, with his guys that he has failed with so many times. This is how stubborn he is.
Yeah, somebody said, I can't remember what podcast, but he says, well, what with Jesus coming back and now Havertz on the mend, it looks like Gyökeres is his full choice striker.
He won't be his first.
He's going to have to fight his way against them to get into the team once they're fully fit. Well, I mean, Jesus is back now, but it looks like Gyökeres will be the full choice striker for him.
Yeah. Would you be shocked if Jesus starts away at Everton?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking he thinks that Jesus actually scored the winner, hence the celebration. Yeah. Because if it's an own goal, he can't be that shameless. Surely can't be that shameless. So he's thinking that he made a tactical adjustment to win the game. That's why he's giving it the biggin.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows that's an actual own goal. So if the striker you brought on for the guy you didn't want scores, perfect opportunity for you to usher him out and start your guy until
you might even play Marino up front.
Might as well, yeah. He might do that. I can see him doing that 100%. Absolutely can see him doing that. He definitely won't. It just doesn't seem like he's rooting for him. He's saying all the right stuff in the media, but I hear what you say, Mikel, but I watch what you do. Last week versus Villa, Gyökeres comes on. Who do you take off? Eze. You take off the guy who can play the ball to him. So I'll pay attention to your action versus your words, so to speak. But man, yeah, one of them ones. And yeah, man, I'm glad you sent me a message, man. It was good to get you on here and get your thoughts, because I thought I was going mad by myself here. I thought I was going absolutely insane. He's telling Gyökeres to play up against the center back so the wingers can get space. That's what he is interested in. That's the type of ball he plays, and it kind of worked against Club Brugge, didn't it? Because the fact that Madueke was so wide open at the back post for that second goal, because both the center backs went with Gyökeres when he made his run towards the ball.
Yeah,
so I do get it, and both his wingers scored, and the striker didn't. It perfectly disguised his plan, to make Gyökeres look like he's bang average. And this is someone who scored 97 goals, over the past 2 years. So we know he knows where the net is. So if we give him chances to score, if he misses them, that's a different story. But let's get him some chances.
Yeah, I mean, he He did have a chance in the first half, and he should have slid in, but
Mhm.
he's getting no service whatsoever from the midfield.
Yeah. He's probably telling older fraud not to pass the Jokeres. That's his captain. Because like manager, captain have a special relationship. They have a bond. So there are secrets between them two that the rest of the club doesn't know, or the rest of the players. Hey, everyone goes, the captain stays. So it's one of them ones. It just doesn't look like we do not look like a great team. We don't look like a team that wants that has Premier League aspirations. We today we played down to the level of Wolves. Like, we should have let them know, hey, there's a reason why you have 2 points from 15 games. There's a reason why we're at the top of the table, and we're going to show you this. But no, today we got drug in the mud, and they got us dirty, and we didn't like it.
Yeah.
His subs off his player that conceded the goal. Odegaard Marino Jesus came on and we conceded. Uncomfortable conversations. Yes, I agree, says Red Bull and Vodka. He wants to make us look wrong for forcing his hand to get the striker. Yep. He is that stubborn. Then resurrect with his original choice. But I'll tell you what, if he's going to do that, he better win. He has to win Premier League or Champions League. Because if he is that stubborn to cut off his nose to spite his face and destroy the team chemistry just to prove a point, then he is more narcissistic than we even thought.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I look at it this way: it's a win-win situation for us. If he wins us a trophy, we're all happy. But if he wins nothing, then he's gone.
Yeah.
No ifs, buts, or maybes.
Yeah.
If he stays in this job next season, when he's failed to win any trophies again, that'll be the biggest injustice whatsoever.
I hear it. 100%. So he can be lauded as the genius by his minion that he was right all along. Hey, that's what he wants. But then the narrative I'll be like, okay, you've been here for 6 damn years. It's about damn time. Yeah. About that time you did and deliver us a trophy. But people, I want to thank every single one of you who checked in today. A special thanks to Lawrence for donating his time to coming on to give us his thought. Passionate Arsenal fan, 57 years, A lot to be learned here when this man speaks. So again, Lawrence, thank you for coming on. Anytime that you want to, don't have to be a super chat. Just send me a regular message in the,
the best $2 I've spent. So,
but thank you, man, for coming on. Big up to everyone who was locked in. Look at the league table and take a picture of it. It may not last, people. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are